Morning watchers, Scott at SE Landscaping, and today it is a bit of hedge cutting again on a giant beech hedge. So you may remember we were here a couple of weeks ago at this park doing a little bit. We're back today, just got an hour today because I've got a little bit of work to do up the top of the village. So the plan is to cut this beech hedge here, same again, back to the fence, straighten the top up nice. We have got another beech hedge, well it's a mixed hedge this one, it's beech and various other things to do, which will be next week. But I'm going to knock this one into shape today. So there's about, that's where it wants to be, so there's between 18 inches and 2 foot to come off it and tidy up and put through our chipper. So let's get cracking. So that's a wrap. All nice and clean down there, all raked out. Nice line on it. Job done. So I bagged it up there because around the other side of the park, another job I've just done there to fill the morning in was some pruning, and it wasn't worth getting it out the van, so it wasn't worth getting the Elliot out the van. So I bagged it all up. You'll have to excuse me, I'm just eating a sweet. So I bagged it all up, took it around the other side, pruned that job, and then bagged it up, and then shredded it back onto the shrub beds. So that is a morning spent in that parish, and it is 5 to 12, so I am just going to arrive at the next job, another parish just 5 minutes down the road, have my lunch, and then knock out that afternoon, same again on this one, and then it just shows progress on all contracts this week. Busy week last week, but a profitable week. It's Christmas decorations week. I've cut a lot back from last year of the amount of decorations I do, but it is still a 10 grand week. And what that is putting Christmas trees up with the help of a HIAB. It is hiring a cherry picker to put Christmas decorations up on buildings, lampposts, putting Christmas lights in trees, on trees. And how I do that is I hire a machine which costs £700 a week. The HIAB and everything's paid for by the clients. I put the decorations up. I do have a helper who I brought in 2 days, which I'll go into in a minute. And then basically that's it. How can I make that much money? I can make that much money because all of the competitions, such as the counts, our local authority, the large Durham County Council, they charge something like £300 to put a motif up and take it down. I charge 100. Now you can do 5 or 6 in an hour once you get the hang of it, and I've been doing this for 13-14 years now, so it is it becomes a good job where you can get pretty fast at it. So hence the once I paid for the machine and paid for my labourer for last week, I'll clear £10,000. So it's a big chunk of cash. It'd be nice if you could earn £10,000 a week every year. There's a lot of stress involved in it, but there's not as much stress as previous because I've cut back a lot on the councils, on the Christmas lights. It's quite funny because I used to hire a man, I used to hire an electrician, I used to have everything on standby years ago, and it used to take us longer when I used to delegate, and I didn't used to do much of the manual work myself. Since I've started putting the lights up myself rather than just placing them out and telling people where they've got it, I can put, there's one village which used to take 2.5 days, I can do it myself with a labourer in a day. So it just gives you an idea of if you really want to put yourself into it, you can make some good money. And like I say, that's the profit for the week, and unfortunately I will be taking a good chunk of that out in dividends this year because the wife wants a nice big summer house / shed for the garden, so that a good chunk of that will be going on that this year in the form of dividends because I haven't took much out this year. So that's where we are with that. But like I say, just finishing off little jobs now in the next 2 to 3 weeks till Christmas. Just doing little pruning jobs, half a day here, half a day there, just to keep everyone happy. The odd funeral that's still coming in, but apart from that, it's just ticking over now. So, and employees, it's been a lot less stress without employees. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had some good employees, I've had some bad employees, but it comes with the stress of managing day to day, comes with the stress of making sure you pay them and everything. and unfortunately with this new government it comes with the stress of an extra, roughly, depending what you're paying someone, roughly £1,000 per employee per year. You're going to have to find extra. So it's I don't think I'll ever employ again. I've got some contractors I use. I've got Andy and Paul who do my bedding plants. Andy's high maintenance, he moans on a lot, but they do a good job. Well, reasonable job, about 8 out of 10. So, and then I have another guy, James, who's been doing a little bit of grass cutting for me here and there. So I've got some contractors I can call on if I'm desperate, or if I'm ill, like last year, if the worst case happened and something happened, I could call on them. But that's where we are. I've got people to call on now, and I'm quite happy with the machines I've got. That there's no hard work anymore like pruning. The hardest thing about pruning is cleaning up. But if you've got that Elliot stood next to you, you're not raking up and you're not putting it in bags and dragging it 5 miles down the street to your van. You're actually raking it up. You're going with the leaf grabbers and you're chucking it straight in the machine. So it makes pruning easy. It makes cutting low tree branches easy because you're not moving anything. And then coming on to grass cutting, apart from a bit of strimming in the cemeteries, which can be some of the cemeteries, it can be 2-3 hours of strimming and a lot of walking. Apart from that, it's a pretty easy job the way I've got it set up now. So I don't think I want to go back to employing people. That's my thoughts at the moment, but you never know. You never know, it's down the line in the future. I change my mind like the weather. So that's just a short one today on the beech hedge. They always come up quite nice, but you always have to go around with the secateurs afterwards, because once you've finished and there's a little bit of wind, you find a couple of leaves on the beech always sticking up. And I'll go back in a week's time and it'll be the same again. There'll be 1 or 2 you'll notice that you'll go along and snip off. It's the funny things with beech, that all the leaves get tied in, the wind comes, and so yeah, it's doesn't matter how good you are and how much you shake the top and everything, you'll always get a couple of leaves that need tidying up. So yeah, so that's where we are. Another job done, and on to the next one. So thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.